The images you're looking at here in Adobe's Bridge, which contain that strong magenta cast, are some of the first images I shot with my newly converted infrared camera. It was well before I had even set up my custom white balance, and you can see that the result is quite a strong magenta cast. The three down the bottom reflect the sort of cast that I still get, but that's with the colour balance set up. Now I'm sure if I played around a little more with the colour balance, I could probably get those images closer to appear black and white as thumbnails. But it really doesn't affect the quality, only the viewing. So here's a tip to sort them all out in one go. What we can do is set up a preset to deal with all of the thumbnails within a complete batch, whether that's 10 thumbnails or 1,000 in one go. But of course, working with presets isn't unique to Infra-Red. We can use presets in our visible light photography too. Now we need to start by setting up the preset. Now we just need to open up any image, and it doesn't really matter which one we open up here. I'll just pick this one and go straight to my saturation and remove it, because that's the very first thing I want to do whenever I open up a infrared image. Almost without fail, I usually put a bit of clarity in as well, and you've seen me do that a number of times. So what I'm going to do is to use those two settings as a sort of new default, a preset. If I go up to the preset options and open them, and click down at the bottom here, I'm given the opportunity to decide what I want to use in my preset. Well, I've only chosen two things, so I can just leave all of those ticked if I want to. But what I could do here is to remove all of the ticks in the boxes by checking none, and just placing the tick in the clarity, which is what I just set, and the saturation, which I just set, and the name at the top, well, I think that's going to be self-explanatory. OK, and we're done. I can cancel this now, and we can go back to Bridge and take a look at all of those thumbnails. So one of the things we can do as soon as we've imported some images into Photoshop or into Lightroom, whatever we're using, is just to hit Ctrl-A to select them all, right click and choose Develop Settings, and down here you'll have your preset, and there's all of the thumbnails being adjusted. And in future, when we come here, we're going to have a much better view of our infrared images. That little bit of contrast also helps. I'm sure we're going to want to change it even more than that, but at least it gives us a better thumbnail to view and select the images to go further.